Hey guys, Modelling Weekly here. In this week's video I'll be fully building and painting the Airfix 1/72 scale Hurricane Mk.1, as it's, believe it or not, one of the kits I've never actually built before. Let's see how it turns out. All the parts were beautifully and crisply moulded. On the most part the fit was excellent, though there were some areas that required a small amount of filler. For the plastic parts I used Tamiya extra thin cement as well as the quick dry variant for some elements. Super glue was used to attach parts like the landing gear later on in the build. The wheel wells and certain parts of the cockpit were painted with Vallejo jet exhaust, as this was the closest colour to the suggested gunmetal in the instructions. All other cockpit elements were coated with a layer of interior green. One area was made from wood, so I base coated it with Vallejo wood colour, then used a stipple brush. I added darker and lighter streaks to it to suggest wood grains. To bring out cockpit detail, I used my trusty dark brown pin wash from Tamiya. Following construction, the model was primed with grey Vallejo surface primer. This was followed by a rather dodgy pre-shading job, though it worked out okay in the end. The underside of the aircraft was painted with multiple layers of Sky Type S. Technically this should be a black and white scheme, though I chose this colour as I prefer how it works with the camouflage tones above. The main camo was painted with Model Air khaki brown and British Standard dark green. Once painting was complete, it was all sealed in with Humbrol gloss varnish. I applied all decals with Micro Set and Sol, with most going on with no problem at all. Following the decal and another gloss varnish, weathering was commenced with a wash/filter of dark brown oil paint. I decided to try this technique out as I liked the effect that Plasmo was able to create on his Hurricane. Streaks and oil stains on the underside were also created using the same oil paints. And here is the completed Hurricane. I'd say it went pretty well for my first ever Hurricane build, and I think the weathering really enhances the paint job. Comment your opinion down below. That's it for now. I hope to see you on the next video. Bye.